yeah, as some of you have seen on Twitter, we're doing an HBG Do We Agree? We're going to be asking some somewhat deep questions here. Some kind of like interesting and hopefully challenging questions to these guys on here. It'll be a pretty interesting time. I hope you guys enjoy it. We're obviously joined with quite a few of our friends today. We've got President Poundcake, Feinberg, and Couriway, which is pretty damn cool. I watch more YouTube than Twitch. I'll say that.
I
much.
genuinely just don't know.
Really? Curry, you were pretty snap on Agree. What was going on in your mind?
My brain was like, I should look at your camera. Hello. I don't know. Like I watch probably the same amount hours wise because like I just have Twitch on my second monitor. Like Twitch is my break, like my brain rot content for lack of a better term.
That's interesting.
Like if I just need some noise in the background, because like Twitch, I want to watch as it's happening because I don't want to go back and watch a VOD. For me, watching a VOD is like way less entertaining because it's not happening live. But
Right,
like a dedicated YouTube video, like that's what I'm usually like ending my night with and more engaged in. So that's how I landed here, even if Twitch is maybe more time, like raw hours.
Okay, I like that answer. I would probably say that I do the same, because I would Poundcake's run off into the distance because he can't be focused for more than 5 seconds. You can just see him in the background. I probably agree with that. I think I just mostly spend a lot more time like on my phone. I'd watch YouTube way more than I'd like pull open Twitch. Fine, is that mostly the same? I'm surprised with Fine because I feel like you are probably
it's
way
just
more
weird. I checked on my phone. It says I've had the YouTube app open for 6 hours this week, which honestly feels kind of low. It just feels like I doom scroll shorts on YouTube occasionally, but I think I've gotten better at that, honestly, genuinely, because like sometimes it doesn't show up on my main page, and then I just like doom scroll Reddit instead. And dude, DoorDash is in my top 3 apps. It's 6.5 hours.
That is actually
no way. I prefer playing other games to Minecraft.
Feinberg was so fat. This guy loves all advancements.
Poundcake, you're the only one on the side of Agree.
Yeah, we all knew that though. Like,
yeah,
let's come and speak to you.
The guy that sucks at speedrunning is on the side of I don't like speedrunning.
Do you want to look at me when you're talking to me, Poundcake?
Ah! Yeah, I mean, listen, Minecraft at this point, I will only play on stream or like for events, and it's like, what is there for me to enjoy anymore? You know?
Wow.
Like, and it's like, it's not that like I don't enjoy playing, but it feels like now I do it for the content rather than having fun. Like now it's like 70% content.
You lost the charm of the game, kind of.
And it's still fun. Like it's still fun, and I have improved a lot in speedrunning recently, and that feels good.
Define improve and recently.
Hey, no, there's no slander here. We can, you know, these questions.
If he interrupts me one more time, I'm leaking his address.
You don't know where I'm moving actually, so this is fine.
Yeah, I do. You have linked it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm on the disagree solely really for the fact that I have to pick something, and I think I'm kind of 50-50 on where I'm at. I do like playing Minecraft, but it's rare that I play Minecraft not on stream. So I would say that the majority of the time that I spend is like playing other games or doing other things, and mostly it's I mean, poker recently, which is probably not that healthy, but...
You wouldn't be up money if it wasn't a skill game.
True. I wish I could recapture the joy of HBG SMP 1.
I didn't watch...
Oh, got bullied in the nether and said this is true.
Chill out!
What I think is really funny is that the way we recaptured some of the essence, specifically for you, Feinberg, is with Blazing Caves, right? That was something that you were very invested in during the HBG SMP.
Yeah, it just like the problem with the SMP for me is that I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. Like for like being completely dead ass, like I made no content like that I thought was like good. When people would interact with me, I would not like
I get what you mean.
Stonewall them. Like I would interact back and I thought I was doing a good job at that, but like I think I set up the server with back on because I was like, okay, like I want to do because that's in my head. Like I will not play any like survival world past the dragon. It makes I don't enjoy like farms. I don't enjoy anything end game at all. Like sure, maybe I'll like full max my gear and then I just get bored. The reason why I'm like here is because I would be like here, like through you the other way, if I like knew how to like make a storyline better.
I think from our community and like us in general, we're not particularly storytellers. We're not people that are just gonna go, yeah, you know what, I can crank out a story. I know exactly what I'm doing here. It's more I either need to plan this way in advance and have a full storyline planned, or alternatively don't really make it a story and instead make it something that you have a goal to push for, which you ended up doing. And I feel like it made a lot of sense. And I feel like after I became a fish in the ocean or whatever the fuck I was, I kind of lost my... I didn't know where to go from there. But I also know how much the community fucking loved it. And like how many people were just engrossed in it. I guess, especially the person that I always remember on HBG SMP was like K4. Because I think K4 was so good at understanding storytelling and that sort of stuff way more than anyone else. Curry, you're on the far side. You're on the disagree side.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. So here's my take. I'm gonna get booed. Here we go. I'm gonna get booed. Guys, lore in SMPs is stupid in Minecraft. That's my take. I'm close to going to strongly disagree here. I'm gonna get booed. It's fine. Every SMP that I ever liked when I was younger was like, if I'm playing Minecraft, it's because I didn't want a story game. I wanted to like be, I guess like the thing with lore is like you can be your own story, but like I don't want to follow all these strict guidelines. I'm playing Minecraft because I want to build a goddamn house. I want to build the house. I want to build the stupid farm things. I want to build a little town, a little thing. And sure, there can be some lore around that, but I don't want like a storyline that's like, I don't know. That's just not me personally. I don't like playing Minecraft literally post Ender Dragon kill. Once I have to start end busting or like getting an elytra, like I'm out, man. Sorry, Feinberg. Like I'm out.
The SMPs are boring, but I love shit that's lore based. Like I love watching GTA RP back in the day. Like
I was never a lore guy.
And I mean to the point where I'm writing an HBG fanfic. It's it's gonna cook. It's kind of incredible. But like I'm really good at coming up with like writing and lore and all that jizz. And
all that what?
Really
Sorry,
like
all that what? Sorry.
All that jazz is what I said.
Yeah,
like there's no way. Would you ever say something like that in front of Vivi and be dead ass? Like, would you ever say that?
No, Poundy's like, it's terrifying that Poundy is like one of the most adult people I know, but he's also like
it is quite worrying. Mojang should work harder and are quote unquote lazy for not adding more stuff.
I hate people.
Poundcake, you are our furthest forward player at the moment.
Okay.
They are not lazy. You're about to get canceled.
They are not lazy. People feel really entitled for content that is for in a 13-year-old game? 13-year-old game. At this point, anything 15. We get 15 sure, yeah, because beta. At this point, anything we get is bonus content. However, I don't think the devs are lazy. I think that the way the updates are presented and the way things are pushed is like personally like it incentivizes fans to be upset. The fact that they push 3 mobs or whatever and like have people vote and then deliberately make 2 sections of the fan base upset is in my opinion kind of a silly way of doing things.
I don't disagree with what you're saying. I think having 3 players,
Starfish.
like I see the point.
The fact is they want to capitalize on the fact that they're the biggest game ever, and they want to present it like they're doing massive things, and they're not. And they don't have to.
I agree with your point where you can say that I think that Mojang are a little bit, I don't know, sometimes over-promising or things like that, or maybe teasing us just by adding these mob votes in and stuff and then taking them away. But I think that a lot of people, especially with, like, I don't know if you guys saw, I know you guys aren't massively into TikTok and stuff, and probably less so Minecraft TikTok, but a lot of people were actively, like, pushing a boycott of the mob vote. And it's like, that's... and it's just not going to work. So, yeah, I think that I think we all share the same opinion. We don't all agree. We all disagree. But we all share the same disagreeing sentiment here. I think this was kind of an easier question. I believe I'm the same on camera as I am off camera. Okay, right. Fine. Strongly agree. You think that you're the same in person as you are on camera?
That should be in disagree.
Yeah, Matt's
Really?
putting you on fraud watch right now.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, okay, in my head, like, the way that I spend a majority of my days that, like I don't like have friends in real life, like in person. But like, I'm not sad about it, but it's just like a fact, okay? So it's just like,
notification.
it's just like I feel like I'm the same, like, on stream versus off stream, like in a call or like talking to other people.
You
But
think
maybe
you're the
it's just 'cause
same?
my brain doesn't like separate.
Okay.
I feel like I'm very similar. Like hanging out with friends in HBG or like recording shit here, or like recording shit with other people when they ask. Yeah, maybe in person it's different, but like I genuinely, like, if I don't go to a convention, I literally don't have enough data to like think about it. Like I don't like go, like I don't hang out with people in person. In person, I'll fold and say it could be very different. I don't remember. I just don't go outside enough. Like, I'm sorry.
Bro, that's wild. That's actually wild. Poundy, you're on fully
Next
agree?
person, please.
Yeah, yeah.
I think maybe some people would be surprised at this, and it fully depends, because I am myself. If we were to end this Discord call, if you were to end stream right now, my personality would not change.
I agree with that. I think I agree with that. Arguably, maybe even more than Feinberg. That's what weirds me out.
That's fair. It's weird to like think about it from an outside perspective.
Yeah.
I
think it's hard to
County
say
is
about
the
Nora
same
herself as
person
well.
in college.
Yeah,
Oh,
County is
almost.
literally the
Yeah.
same person.
I'm just very adaptable, and I've been in a lot of social situations, and I'm very comfortable doing anything. I'm gonna toot my own horn here. I'm like a great public speaker. I'm great at adapting to like a work environment. I'm great at like meeting new
Literally
people.
the fact that you can turn it on and off just shows that you know how to do it. Like that's what's crazy. Like the fact that you have not slipped up like once in your real job is insane.
But if I'm with my IRL friends and we're at like a college football game, like I'm not gonna say meow, daddy just got a touchdown. You know, I'm not gonna say shit like that.
I mean,
But I still feel like myself. Like I'm not putting up an act. I feel comfortable in that environment, and it's just like I'm gonna naturally respond to that environment.
and Curry, you're on agree as well.
Yeah, this is probably the hardest question for me, honestly. I feel like when I started doing content stuff, I was like the same person, or like, I don't know if this counts, but like I was more the person that I wanted to be while doing content, especially when I was younger. Like I got to be more of my authentic self. I maybe wasn't the same as I was in real life, but I was more of what I wanted to be in real life when I did content. And I think in more recent years, I guess the thought process of how I look at certain things has changed, and I think I've valued things differently than when I started doing content. So I almost went to disagree, but I still feel like when I'm doing content, I'm not putting on an act when I do content or anything. Like I'm still being myself. I think I just value things differently than, you know, like my on-stream persona. Like I think a lot more about like real world things than like just playing Minecraft all day, you know? Like I was close to going to disagree, but I think like
this guy's like a grown up and shit.
I feel like I've become like much more adulty, you know? Like but like in streaming, like I still am that same individual, and I still love doing what I do, and as long as I still have the passion, like I would still be in agree, I feel like.
I think that I'm generally just a pretty, I don't know, it feels quite different for me to be online and streaming versus my real life. I guess if I would have asked myself this question a year ago, I would have been like back here. I would have been even further back. It's like,
oh, interesting.
I think that in the last year, I've been streaming more. I've been doing more content. I've been doing more of that stuff. So I feel like I've been more personable on stream, and it's like I've been able to open up a bit more and that sort of stuff to people. I don't think I've ever been, I don't think I've ever hidden anything from anyone. I don't think I'm a particularly, I wouldn't say I'm like a completely different person on camera versus off camera, but I do feel like on camera is a very small subset of me in general. Like, I feel like, you know, if I'm going out with friends and I go and watch sports, like I go and watch football, I feel like that's something that people online probably couldn't comprehend. Like, it feels like that doesn't correlate as well as with my, like, you know, when I'm streaming, for example. Like, you know, I'm playing ranked one day, the next day I'm going to a casino to play a poker tournament. That's still me. I'm still doing that, and I am this, you know, I'm still the same person I was on camera, but I feel like being online and showing that side of, like, showing my online side versus my in-person side, I think there's a difference for me, and I think that's like, you know, and I think honestly it's just because on stream I only show a certain amount of myself. I don't show particularly like tons of affection, and I'd like to think that I'm quite like an affectionate and like hopefully like sensitive and caring person, but I don't need to show that part of me on stream ever, really, because all I'm doing is playing a video game. But also, like, there's a lot of things that I'm a fan of in person and in real life that I can never get across on stream. So even though I guess it wouldn't be the fact that I'm a completely different person, it feels like I'm definitely almost like subdued on stream. Like I don't have to go into detail about every portion of my life. Whereas, you know, not trying to be disrespectful, but for someone like Fine, streaming is a bigger majority of his life than it is for me. That does sound disrespectful, even though I said it doesn't.
No,
bro?
it's not at all. No.
Yeah, no.
I definitely don't think I act differently on stream to how I do in real life, but I just do think that streaming is very much only, like, people that watch me get to know 25% of my life, 30, 50% of my life. It's like, you don't know what I'm like off screen, really. Even though it's mostly similar, you know, it's not quite the same. So I'm in disagree. I don't know. I think I could definitely move over, and I think that a lot of people that are friends with me from streaming know that I'm not like crazy different. I'm not some fucking, you know,
You're not like a Dylan off stream.
Yeah, no, I'm exactly. It's like, but you know, I think that I can definitely be a little bit different, and whether that is just because I gamble all the time, that's up to everyone else to decide. I am afraid of my future. Oh fuck! I moved the wrong goddamn account. I moved the camera account. Wait, I'm here. We are going to start off with the man who I feel has his life together more than any of us, and I hate to fucking have to say this. Poundcake.
Yes, Daddy. Hey.
Are you afraid of your future? You are on the slightly agree side.
I am content with the path that my life looks like it's on right now. However, it's like one mistake from, like, that's what I'm scared of. Is like, if shit goes on as it's going on, and I continue, and I have good work-life balance, and I, you know, continue having an incredible relationship with my girlfriend, and my cat, you know, stays alive forever, and, you know, I don't have any like big medical expenses or anything like that, like, I'm happy. Like, I'm never gonna be a millionaire. Like, I'm never gonna be Feinberg level, but like, there's a reason he's over there, by the way. I've seen his bank account, and like, you know, my life's like, I'm not gonna say like everything's perfect, but all my problems, I can see a path to them being solved. And the only thing I'm scared of is something dramatically turns around, or, you know, financially shit disappears, or like, you know, I get punched in the balls and I have a hernia or something like that. But there's not a ton of fear, I would say.
First, no, why are you in agree? Why are you in agree then? Like, would you not be on the disagree side?
Yeah, he probably should be on the disagree side.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I was thinking,
if you're not afraid.
Like, I'm not afraid, but I'm
so
afraid
go and disagree.
I don't have. Okay. But I'm afraid of the fact that I don't have a great safety net.
I'll go to Fine because he's in the strongly disagree, or like he is not afraid of his future.
I feel like unless you like can retire, you're always gonna be somewhat afraid of like freak insane accident, right? Like, yeah, if I woke up tomorrow and like my hands stopped working and then I had to go to the doctor and they said I couldn't like use fine motor skills for more than 2 hours a day, like, yeah, that would probably really suck. But like a lot of things in life would really suck, you know, like if random shit happens. So I feel like, I don't know, I never look too far into the future just in general in life. And like the way that I look at it right now, like I'm chilling. Content is still somehow even or up, and like things have been going well. Like,
yeah, they have.
Getting the MCC DM last month was pretty cool, and then winning it was also pretty cool. And then like AA stuff has been nice, and it's cool that I think Minecraft as an entire whole game isn't really going anywhere because it's just too big. I think that like even if speedrunning somehow fell off a cliff, I could pivot very well to just other Minecraft things, and obviously not see the same success off the start, but like could get there. And then even if like content fully disappears, I think, I mean, like I'm very happy that my parents like pushed me to stay in school because I was very mentally set on trying to take a gap year. And I was able to just do school with basically no effort for the last couple of years. Like barely got in the way of content at all. And I think I could just easily rebound. Yeah, I feel like if like tomorrow I could just not do content anymore, I think I would be very fine. And like I've been in a good position to have like literally my primary expense, it's honestly split between like rent and food, like that ass. It's
which
it's
obviously
like,
which is
and,
just
like,
your fault. Like
no, it's entirely my fault.
Yeah.
It's like that's not normal. But like
we know. Curry, you're the most you're the most agreeing with being fearful of your future.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm not gonna. First off, let me be very, very clear. I'm incredibly lucky to be where I am because of one, the Facebook contract that I had, and two, the ability that I've had. The ability that I've had to be content creator for so long. The problem is I am the type of person who, until something is like set in stone, it is so hard for me to feel safe about it. And the thing about content creation, as much as I love it, it is by far the least stable job that like you can have, because like Feinberg said, you don't have health insurance, you don't have 401k, you have nothing of that. You have no long-term security like at all.
Your account can just get banned.
There's like, so many things like that. Like I remember, I mean, there was a time where my YouTube channel got hacked. Like there's just things like that are just absolutely terrifying and are inconsistent. You're not guaranteed anything, but it is really enjoyable, and I will ride this ride for as long as I can, realistically. But I'm also getting to the point in my life where I have other things, and this kind of, you know, talks about what we talked about before. Like, you know, the last couple of years I've thought more about what do I want in life, what are the things that are important to me, what do I value, and Minecraft has just fallen farther and farther and farther behind that. And that's just because, you know, I want to spend time with my girlfriend. I want to be with family as much as I can. I want to be able to eventually have a family of my own.
I wouldn't have even said that Minecraft's fallen behind. You've agreed to do 100,000 completions of this game, bro.
As long as I can. I mean, but like the way I always look at that is like, it takes me like, on a good day, it takes me like 5.5 hours to do 10 runs. And if I do 10 runs a day for 30 years, that's just a full-time job. If my full-time job is being able to play Minecraft for a living for 30 years, then I did pretty damn well.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Like I definitely teeter on that edge now, and I talk pretty openly about it because like I enjoy doing what I do, but I'm not going to do it if it's not possible. The reason that I'm here as well is because my backup in design is not that secure at the moment with everything going on, and I know the artists in the chat are going to give some awares and some cluelesses and some because that's really fun. I really enjoy artificial intelligence. It's
I
very
just
enjoyable.
asked AI how to save your job, and I have some ideas, so don't worry.
Oh, okay, thank you. No, that's good actually. But I'm just a person that like panics about a lot of things. Like they're like, you know, like I said, like I'm in a very safe spot, thankfully, but I don't feel like I'm in a safe spot, even though I'm in the safe spot. I don't feel like it because I don't have a house. I don't have a consistent income. I mean, my girlfriend's gonna go to school for like 6 more years of her life because of what she wants to do, which is good. It just means that I need to be locking in as much as possible. And it's just, if I'm not able to do that, then that's why I'm in this camp right here.
Yeah, I mean, mine's way shorter than everyone else's. I don't make sustainable income from content, mostly for the fact that I don't work hard enough on it, I think. I don't do YouTube enough. I don't, like, do that stuff enough. However, even though I know that I do have a decent safety net, it's just more the fact that I'm still afraid of that. Like, my future is likely going to be the fact that I have to get a real job. And even though I know that I'll be able to, it's still fucking scary as shit. Because obviously I want to be able to, you know, I've really enjoyed doing like content and stuff as full time as I have been, but if I think about it properly, I haven't really been doing it full time. I've not been doing Feinberg streams where he goes live for 8 hours a day every day, and I've not been doing Couriway YouTube uploads where he uploads once every 2 weeks, basically consistently. And I've not been doing, you know, anything like any of the other MCYTs that I know and that sort of stuff where it's like, yeah, I've got my TikToks and my Instagram reels and my YouTube shorts and everything's happening all at once. It's like, I've taken a year off to try and do this content, and I'm worried about the fact that I guess I took the year off more to have a year off, which I deserved, and I'm not going to try and I'm not going to pretend like I don't think I deserved that, because I did. I fucking worked my ass off. But I am still just, I don't know, I'm still afraid of the future. You know, I'm not afraid that I'm going to be fucking homeless or something. You know, I've got to, you know, I live with my family and they're doing fine financially. I'm not worried. I'm not massively in debt apart from student loans. But yeah, that's like that's it for me. I just think it's a bit weird. Next IRL question is, I want to be a parent.
I can go last. I'm going to the bathroom.
Wait, where am I logged in? Oh, this one. Yeah, I guess I'll start with Poundy.
All right. I think eventually I'll look at you.
Oh.
I think eventually I want to be a dad. I don't think that time will be for the next 8 years minimum.
How old are you?
I think
22?
I'm 24.
24. Okay.
So I think, like, you know, mid-30s. And I don't even, like, you know, it doesn't even necessarily need to be, like, a biological thing. I don't mind adopting or whatever. But it's like, yeah, like, I think I would be a good parent. Has watching Bluey influenced my opinion on this? Yes, absolutely. Great show.
Everyone says that. What the fuck?
But yeah, no,
I think adults that watch Bluey are the same as Disney adults in my head. You gotta like get a job.
Have you seen the show?
No, because I'm not 7.
So your opinion?
I'm not the target audience.
On nothing. You're wrong though. Parents are the target audience.
No, parents are the target audience. You're not a parent. That's the goddamn question.
Glaze, he doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. Oh, she walked away. Good fucking job, man. But yeah, within the next 10 years, I'd say like something. I don't think I want multiple kids. I think one and done.
I agree with you on that. I'm a one and done. I'm a one and done kind of guy as well. I can kind of mostly agree with you. I think I want kids maybe one day. I don't know. I very much flicker back and forth. I saw my niece.
Is this a collaborative opinion or specifically you?
Collaborative, i.e. me and Lauren?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've spoken about whether we want kids and stuff, and like what time and like that sort of thing, what stage in our lives.
7:38.
But yeah, I like my stepsister had a kid a year and a half ago, so I saw her again recently, my little niece, I guess. And bro, children are fucking loud and screaming and very ear-piercing. And I'm like, I'm not sure if I can be involved in all that. But then I think about, like, I don't know, kicking a ball with your son or your daughter, and it's like, yeah, that sounds kind of hype. So we'll go to Fine first before you, Curry. So
Yeah,
who is,
yeah.
let's just reiterate, is up here in the strongly disagree zone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like very mainly with you guys in the fact that, like, potentially not for a long time. It's just like, I again don't think about my future in depth like very often or ever. And maybe it is part that, like, the Couriway thing where it's just very scary to think about it, so I'm just very good at mentally not thinking about it.
The
So
reverse lock-in.
I avoid the sad, and I'm just only happy, like, oh, next week I'm playing back. That's as far as my future goes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, like if I'm thinking about it, like, if there was just an infant in my life right now, it would be like maybe like bottom 10 worst situational things to happen. Like,
Dude, if I had a
genuinely.
kid tomorrow, it would be horrid. It would like be one of maybe the worst things that could possibly happen.
Like,
Yes.
It's like
genuinely
it's gonna
just
pop out
terrible.
of nowhere immediately.
Like I don't know. I feel like
The fucking stork flies in with the little baby in the bonnet. Like,
I feel like a kid is just inherently very high highs and low lows for a long time.
Dude, they'd
Right?
be so good at video games for you.
Until they have like the mental capacity to not be a fucking dick, which is like maybe only like
6 upwards
never
at
for,
minimum.
never for some
Well,
people,
like
but
six, try like
yeah.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
true.
Minimum like teenager for a lot of people.
You
Sometimes
think?
it never happens. Yeah, but like
Wow. Okay.
I don't know. It's just like Mads and I have also talked about this, and like and this is more like me answering the question, like, if there was an infant right now, like,
Right.
I
Yeah.
can't move to Canada, she can't move to the US. I'm dead ass. The easiest situation is we get married. Like, I've looked into this extensively. That's the situation. And I also don't even know how that even flies with like an immigration officer or
Craziest
something, because,
full
like,
stream. Feinberg proposing to
like
Mads.
that, like it's such like a fucked situation, because I don't have a job that Canada would be like, cool, come work here. Like, because why would they give a fuck? It strongly disagree, because it would genuinely ruin my life if there was an infant in my life right now. It would genuinely completely ruin my life.
Sweet. All right. And then the last person, the person who's standing on the opposite side of the arena, Mr.
Yup.
Couriway.
I'm similar to the camp of Feinberg, where I'm like, I want to make sure I'm not like, poor, because I just want to be able to provide in a specific way that was given to me. I wasn't, I didn't have the most financially stable childhood, but it wasn't like a complete dumpster fire, and I definitely want it to be stable in some capacity. At least, again, you don't know what's going to happen in 10 years. Like, my parents got divorced when I was like 8. You don't know what's going to happen. But like, at least when we're thinking about it, and that's not going to happen for, similar to you guys, like, at least until Jules would be done with college. So we're looking 6 years probably, like, at the minimum.
Dude, can we all have
Doctorate in
kids at like the
veterinary
same
medicine.
time? So
Oh
then
my,
they
can we all name them the same thing?
No,
No.
we can't
Well,
name
Wait. Idea. We all have kids on the
We
same
call
year.
them, if there's 4
the
of them.
best speedrunner by year 10, age 10, is the one that gets to live.
No. We call them all the names of the 4 bastions.
Oh my god.
Come
Come
here,
on,
Stables.
Holy
Fuck.
I want
so
treasure. I
in.
want treasure.
You
I could go with-
Stables
I
is
could
the
go
most
with-
S tier one by far, because it's just like an insult in the first place, but only if you know.
Oh,
the kid
fuck.
just, the kid
I'm
just
living
fully knows that
great.
if he's not locked in, it's just over.
Fuck.
Like, some days the kid's a double bad gap and it's just over. And like, and he'll know it's
Divorced
double bad, no
has
triple
a
R,
different
it's just like,
meaning.
Oh my
aware.
god, wait, I could actually name my kid Bridget. Holy shit, wait.
Lewis, I'm not naming our kid after a bastion. Why not?
I
Lauren,
think
if it
Stacy's
makes
the
you
cute
feel better,
name.
I will give out Bridget if that's like better.
Bridget is
I will
actually,
give
I
Bridget
cannot
to
believe Bridget off the dome. That is
Bridget off the
crazy.
dome is crazy.
So good.
I feel like I'm a very patient person. Like, I feel I'd be a good parent. So I look forward to that at some point, but definitely not now. Definitely got stuff to do beforehand.
Okay,
Yeah.
so everyone's kind of agreeing on the fact that, like, even though we're standing quite far apart, we've all got like a similar sentiment. It's just, I guess we've read
Okay,
the question slightly differently.
Question.
Mhm.
Who will be the first person in HBG to have kids, and you can't say 11D?
Fuck!
Oh, okay, I was gonna immediately say.
Carl!
Dylan?
Carl Jobs!
Yeah,
Yippee!
probably Tech. Oh, well, okay,
Tech?
Carl Jobs.
Tech.
Why
Tech's
don't
a good,
you
yeah, of
invite
course,
the
Tech.
join
Didn't
you on
Tech literally
stream?
move to Poland to be with his girlfriend? Aren't they
Yeah.
like engaged?
Yeah, no, they're married now,
that's
right?
True, that's
They're
right.
married?
Okay.
Yeah, like there's gonna be a kid
Yo,
like
can you-
within 3 years.
I think Dylan already has kids and doesn't know it.
No, he does not.
No, listen, I'm just saying he got
Looking
caught
at
up
his
with
dating
it.
Yeah,
app,
bro, have you been in the
Dylan
stream?
does not have kids.
Dude,
Right, we have a question up and coming about a certain, mayhaps
just
dating
saying.
apps. MCSR Ranked Playoffs is the best Minecraft tournament that there has ever been.
Oh my god, I ran the wrong way at the start.
this is so mean. This is so fucked.
Fine is down in the super duper strong agree. Let's go to you first. It is
So
your
basically-
tournament, so I think you're allowed to glaze a
I
little bit.
like what we do. Guys.
Please help!
bad being
We
here.
try
I
to
feel
get
so bad.
sponsors, man. Like, you gotta say it's the best.
There are things that do things better. I think the two things that Ranked has over everything else is that nothing breaks. Like, I think we've had like under 5 issues like ever. Number 2 is we just have the best Minecraft players.
Mhm.
So it is the most competitive Minecraft event. It's just like such a mental turnoff that every event starts like 45 minutes late.
I have to agree with you there.
MCC or the other events in that sort of sphere are good at that also, but not amazing. But everything else just sucks. Like something is late, something doesn't work. It's not made by people that understand what the fuck they're making.
Yeah.
So things aren't balanced, things don't function correctly, things weren't tested properly, so things are not fun, things don't work. Like there so many events have so many problems. And I think Ranked, mainly due to its simplicity, like there is no server. It's like a database that gets numbers sent, but like they're playing on fucking single player worlds. There's no server. There's like 2 people at a time.
Yeah.
And we do the same one thing, but like we do it correctly.
I do think
That's my opinion. I think it matters so much that like nothing breaks and you can follow it when you're watching. The nation, the space.
I'm taking the reins now. I am only standing in agree because I know it's not as good as it can be. And that is not to say I don't think it's the best as of right now. I could say some of the older Noah Pigaclicks events are 1,000,000% up there. I think that his work and his his team and stuff are amazing, and they have always made Minecraft events that are great. However, I think the fact that ours, I feel, is so much cleaner and is presented in a way that is so easy to understand, even for those that aren't hugely speedrunning pilled, it's so obvious what the tournament is. It's beat Dragon first. You win, yippee, done. And there's always so much drama, so much intensity. It's never been a walkover. We've not even had a repeat winner yet. Like, that's how insane this sort of thing is. Again, MCC, definitely also probably the best Minecraft tournament that there has ever been. And if other people say MCC is the best, I'd find it hard to give reasons to disagree. Also, I love the fact that MCSR Ranked is entirely skill-based. If you are the best at Minecraft, you will be in the tournament. That's it. It's less about who you're friends with, and it's all about how good you are. And I really, really love that. However, I am definitely only in agree because there are other tournaments that I would struggle to argue against for being the best Minecraft tournament. I'm talking Minecraft Mondays was probably one of the most influential tournaments ever. MCC has been
That's crazy.
unfathomably consistent and great and very unscuffed.
So
Also,
go
holy shit, we're a 6-person team.
on. Yeah, true.
That's it.
the thing.
We're a 6-person team fully. At the core, we're a 2-person team, and then there's 4 of us that help out with the ranked playoff side of things. It's insane how well we've done with no budget.
We've
and
really
with
just made
no-
a formula that works.
Yeah.
The problem is we've gotten a little complacent, like all of us. And
I agree.
Okay, so I'm in disagree just because I agree with basically every single thing Feinberg said. I think ranked is the best in every way for competitiveness in esports, and what I view Minecraft esports to be. It's the best. It's the most entertaining for me to watch. It works so well. But after having played in 2 Dead Safio events, there's nothing like it. Dead Safio to me is just on another level. Obviously, you can say
I think, yeah.
the only problem is obviously they have so much scuffness, and that just kind of happens when they are adding so much to the game. And if they used any of their time to test more, I think it would be so beneficial to them.
Mhm.
But if it's just
another level of scuff.
Yeah.
it is. It is another level of scuff. But when push comes to shove and you're actually playing the game, and I'm sure Feinberg feels this way, and Silver would say this thing too, dude, Bingo was just another level, man. Bingo is just so sick.
Yeah,
At least to
it was great.
it was, and it's a little corny, it's a little cheesy, but I always think oh my god, I'm here. I'm so honored to be a part of this. There's Shadoon, there's big Minecraft streamer X, the Hunt and Run and Bingo were the 2 tournaments that I was this is just another level. Nothing got me as amped to play in those as anything else. So and that's not Ranked's fault, because obviously I'm not playing in Ranked, and obviously I think if we had the budget that Dead Safio has, I would be in strongly agree, because I'm fully confident that if we had literally any money, we would be better.
And now we'll go to Poundy, who's not on our screens anymore, but as soon as he goes right back into the middle, bang, he's nice time.
Hello. Thank you. So I just want to make it clear, I'm in strongly disagree, not because I think ranked is that far away, but to me it's just kind of a binary.
Yeah.
I took it as it either is the best or it's not, and I would probably say it's top 4. I also am maybe biased because I've asked a million times to be your guys' outreach manager, because you guys are bad at finding sponsorships, and that's meant with full hate, and I think I could do a better job.
All right.
So yeah, the reason I'm here is I think ranked is great. I think the cultural impact, plus the fluidity, plus the returning aspect, plus the player roster, MCC, which I don't really watch. Now that they've stopped cucking HBG, I think I don't think you can match it. I think the fact that people are so excited to play for an event like this, which has no money involved, is very cool.
Yo, if you look
make
at
a
my
good
earnings
point.
report, there's money involved. Bro.
5K concurrent, no money involved? We
There's
sure?
money involved, motherfucker. Just not.
However, MCC is number 2. Speedrun Showdown number 3. I'll say that as well.
Hey.
Speedrun Showdown.
Crazy.
I think Speedrun Showdown and Ranked are tied.
Speaking from working in Speedrun Showdown 2, you are so wrong.
Okay, just because you scammed some poor charity of $20,000 doesn't mean me as a player.
That is not.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I can't even say too soon because it's been 2 years.
It's
So,
over
yeah.
here.
The number 1 tournament, not just in MCSR history, but in MCYT history.
lockout.
Pretty much
well
one-man
done.
show.
Yeah, well
The
done.
2021
we get it. Well done.
Lockout
there you
Invitational
go.
Tournament. $2,000 prize pool. Managed
Uh-huh.
by one person.
Is that the
Only
is that the
one
that's smaller-
mistake.
Is that the one that Smaller ran or something? Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
did you
no,
pay the
no,
$2,000
that was
out of your
pretty good.
pocket? I'm sorry.
It's the one that I single-handedly ran and scheduled.
And did you pay the $2,000?
Did you pay the $2,000 for ranked or?
I'm not.
Oh,
motherfucker,
Feinberg did. Feinberg did. Hello.
Dang, you bitch!
But no, I'm just saying that in there as a side note because that was the one time where I was like, oh, I can't have this be scuffed. Someone's giving me money for it. And then it wasn't scuffed, and I'm just proud of that. But no,
it wasn't scuffed. It was just you being you.
I'm sure there was
there was
no
one.
problem.
There was one scheduling mistake, and that was it. And that was
No,
just,
I know. It's just you being you. That's all.
And, like there was a pun counter. What the fuck? Wait.
Yeah, you can right
Holy
click.
shit!
Yeah, they're maps.
Holy shit!
This
Fuck.
guy is so dumb.
It took 2 hours for them to realize that they can spin around the words. The UK is a better place to be a Minecraft content creator than the US.
Raw. What the fuck is a kilometer?
Okay, so it seems like we probably all mostly agree on the fact it really doesn't make like that much of a difference. I don't think.
Immediately, UK. I don't know. I assume something that influenced you asking this question is the fact that you were able to do a lot with Tubbo.
Yeah,
for
probably. Yeah,
Tubathon.
definitely.
And the UK is respectfully pretty small in the sense of you can go to a significantly different city for a day and have it be like a day trip and not have to like plan it out.
Yeah.
Bro, how much? Let's say Captain Sparkles did a Sparkles-a-thon and like invited Curry. Curry couldn't just go on a train every day and
yeah.
All right, Craig, glaze the UK, dumbass.
I'm gonna glaze the
I'm
UK.
gonna yell at you.
Okay, so first off, if I moved to the UK, I would be closer to Fulham, and that would be so epic and
oh my
awesome.
God, wait, you're so right.
I would love that. I would love that. I would love to be near Fulham. I think the environment of the UK creator space is better than the US creator space because it is just so much more spread out, and personally, I don't like that. But I think overall, the pros outweigh the cons for me because I think I would just enjoy living in the UK more than I would like living in the US anyway. And I think that would also like make me a happier content creator just based on the quality of life that I would enjoy. And I also just like being near Europe. I like that element. I know, like, listen, I know the UK has problems. I get that. But like, goddamn, bro, the US is just so cooked, dude. It's so cooked.
I mean, obviously, being in the UK is going to be is going to put some bias towards me, and I wrote the question, so clearly I'm going to be mostly in the, like, kind of agree camp here. But there's, like, a few other reasons that I would say as well that I think that obviously living here will allow me to benefit from. I don't think anyone knows how unfathomably reasonable travel is in the UK. So, sorry, not just in the UK, but in the surroundings. Like, flying to San Diego is not easy for everyone in America. I go to Amsterdam for TwitchCon. It's 45 minutes on the plane.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Like,
yeah. That's the thing.
You might not be able to
US
even get out of your
big.
state in 45 minutes on a plane. Like, if you're in Texas or something. Like, I think that not only, the UK is smaller, sure, but you have access still to, like, the entirety of Europe. The only reason that you wouldn't, I guess, is language barriers. I guess in America, you do have the knowledge that everyone that you can go and see speaks English. But a lot of the world does, in Europe as well. It does make you feel kind of bad when you go to a different country and just start speaking English and hoping that they understand. I think that in the grand scheme of things, there's a higher population density of content creators in the UK as well. Like, I could travel to Sheffield, which is a 2-hour train, maybe like 2-hour drive, and I know that there's 5-10 content creators there in my sphere that are, that I can hang out with, that I know. Whereas I feel like in America, it's like you might have 5-10 content creators in a state, which is probably the size of the entirety of the UK.
I don't know another Minecraft speedrunner that lives in New Jersey. Actually, Kyle. But other than that, but like Kyle's not like in MCSR. Like, he's more MCYT.
Sure. So I think that the opportunities, I think that for me, going to conventions is easier from the UK if you're going to European ones at most. Obviously not the American ones, but I've never seen many Americans come to Europe apart from Couriway. We love Couriway. And I think that pretty much like the UK is just not that bad for content creation. I don't think it's probably the best place, and I think maybe there are cities specifically in the US, but I don't think you could be anywhere in the UK and have a really bad time with Minecraft content creation. Fine, I don't know if you have much to say about this because you are very close to the
everyone's
neutral spot.
fucking yapping, dude. It doesn't matter, okay? It's literally just like, are you next to somebody very close that's doing some relevant shit at the time, and Tubbo's just a psycho who will stream for 2.5 months and nobody else does that. And it's just like RNG that he lives in the UK, which is great. And like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, America's big, but like Europe is big, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, and sure, maybe it's a little closer, but like, it's not the end of the world to fly from like where Curry lives or where I live to like Cali, right? Like, that's fine.
Sure.
And that'd be similar, like if you wanted to fly to like fucking Estonia or some shit, you know, like that's the size gap, like, and it's a very similar population, like full EU versus full US. It literally just doesn't matter because it is it is so impossibly rare to do anything in person. Tubbo's just a psycho.
Yeah, that does
you
help.
have conventions, and that's it.
Couriway would be as successful without the 1,000 runs challenge.
Without the 1,000?
Why am I getting flamed? Without 1,000 runs?
Without the 1,000 no reset runs challenge.
All right, can we start with me? I have like 7 words about this.
Yeah, sure. Here you are.
All right.
Couriway.
Dude, my 1K video flopped. My 1K video flopped, bro. That did nothing compared. I spent so much goddamn time on that video, and it got like 250,000 views, which obviously that's really good. Dude, I remember when I was making that video, I was like, if this doesn't get 1 million views, like I should quit YouTube. Like I should just quit YouTube. And it flopped by my standards. The only reason I'm here is because I got world record when it was like Mickey Mouse, bro. I was Wilt Chamberlain putting up, you know, the graphic of Wilt Chamberlain with the 55, 27 point, like 87 rebounds. Like, dude, I was going against the plumbers of all time, man. And I just got lucky.
It was Farmers League. That's crazy.
I was literally like, wait, what if I use the gold blocks as gold? And everyone thought I was fucking Confucius, man. Like, it was just... That was it. Like, that's why I'm as where I am. Like, that's it.
I mean, for me, I feel like 1,000 runs was like one of the biggest things. I'm talking like Twitch-wise. I feel like you had more viewers doing that, like, than the world record.
That still shocks me to this day. I had like 7,500 people watching me, which just makes no sense.
I don't know. Like,
is that a lot for you, or?
Poundy, if your peak viewership is 4 digits, I will give you $20.
It is. Wait, I mean, it is.
When?
I've had like a few smaller
If you got
raids.
any raid,
that doesn't count. No, that does not count.
Oh, changing the goddamn subject. All right, I don't.
That does not count.
First of all, I just want to say, listen, I've never said this to Couriway, and I probably shouldn't be saying this on air. I loved the 1,000 speedrun video. It's great. I loved it. I watched the whole thing.
Clip it.
I'm very proud of it.
This is the part. I don't know. Listen,
shout out, Alex.
I love you. You're a great friend. I love you. I don't get the thumbnail for that. I don't think it's great art. The thumbnail does not.
Oh,
it's not.
That's fair.
Shit!
I think it's amazing art. I think the artist did an amazing job. I don't know
the thumbnail. I don't know the thumbnail. I need to check it.
It's a grass for a drawing. So
again,
I'm
just amazing, incredible art.
This is also
amazing, incredible art. One of the greatest art pieces I've seen in MCSR for sure. And I remember thinking that when it came out. It's too dependent on knowing who you are rather than the challenge. In my opinion.
Okay.
I'm not saying thumbnails, though. I definitely struggle with thumbnails. No, it's funny because like being a designer makes me like not like making thumbnails as much because like I know it's objectively like you get to be like annoying with thumbnails. Yeah. Like you have to. It's so dumb.
I think like if you did this as like maybe on like Twitter, it would be better.
I appreciate that. I also would appreciate if you said that. Oh, let me check really quick.
We were not close enough.
2.5 years ago would actually be probably a good time to say that. I spent about $2,000 on the video for certain editing and drawings and etc. like different things, and it's at 1680.
Okay.
All right, chat. If everyone now watches it 500 times,
everyone needs to watch it. Put it on in another tab. Like crank the volume to like 1% and turn off your ad block. Guys, go, right now.
But yeah, Curry could do anything. I think, like anything Minecraft related. Let's be real, Pokemon won't do as well, which sucks. if you change this question to did the world record, could he do it without the world record? I would be motherfucking 25,000 chunks.
Wow.
Okay, that's crazy.
No, I'm kidding.
I
I'm
mean,
kidding.
it's just
I'm
like,
kidding.
how
I'm
do you
kidding.
just would
I'm
he have
kidding,
had
but,
another
like-
opportunity to do it? Like, I think it's
And
like,
that's
That would
Yeah.
be the thing. Like, if
And
I
that's
didn't
not
get
even-
the world record, would I have blown up from this challenge? Probably not. But I probably would be able to do it full time. I still
That's
think I
not-
would have been like 100 viewer Andy right now.
right.
Like, I don't think
and
I
I agree.
don't
And
think I
that's
could
not
do
even
that.
a diss because one thing, and I'll clip it again. Maybe one thing that fucking pisses me off about people who get the world record is that they don't take advantage of it
Yeah,
ever
that's kinda true.
in Minecraft. Like
Ever.
it was you, and
This
it's
is
not
what
you
we
literally
spoke
fucking-
about this before with like the whole
Yeah.
no one's been able to capture MCSR on YouTube. No one's really able to
No
capture
one
MCSR
tries.
on
That's
Twitch
why I was
anymore.
in strong.
And
That's
no
why I
one's-
think there's so much potential. No one
Yeah.
tries. No one good at the game tries.
You know, whether that is the fact that people are still no mic streaming, people that, you know, and I'm not saying everyone has to be talking to chat and interacting
Paceman fucked
24/7.
it up, bro.
Paceman
A's
also
on
fucked it.
top. Everybody
all hate
knows.
Spectre.
If you're a
Pace.
real one, you know that I'm just correct.
Yeah.
Pace
So
pal.
when I
Paceman
when I
fucked it up.
when I said 2 years
also
ago
multi-instance,
that pace,
thank you.
like that fucking pace palling is harming the community and how we watch streams, I got fucking laughed out of the room. I got like 3
Dude, it's
million
everything.
replies
It's
on
everything.
Twitter,
It's
and
one of
now
the
everyone
biggest
knows.
reasons I was against
Everyone knows that that's
Calculator.
true. That's exactly how it is.
Twitch is more like you need something to blow up to work, but you will only actually work with it if you can if you would have been entertaining anyways. Like
Yeah.
like you'll get the boost, but it's not there. YouTube is very more like you can
get one
work the
video.
algorithm.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the top YouTube people like or like consultants or whatever, you always see that shit where it's like, I just made my 8th faceless channel and got 350,000 subscribers in 2 days off of one 8-hour long form video that got 47 million views. And it's like, so obviously they understand it, right? But you can't do that shit on Twitch. You can't do that shit on Twitch. But that's why Twitch is cool, and that's why like I'm like more here is because like you have to know what you're doing. Like people have to want to watch like you and what you were doing, as opposed to like you upload one video, you don't have to work for a year. Like you have to always be on and like be adaptable to what people like. So if you can do that on Twitch, like you'll be pretty set. Like people really only like insanely fall off on Twitch, I feel like, if their niche like fully dies. And I feel like Minecraft just won't fully die.
I am able to name my biggest inspiration in life.
In streaming or in life? Like just life?
Life.
Life.
Okay.
It's life.
And
motherfucker.
Poundy, Curry, you are in the Strongly Agree. You have your lives figured out enough to know who your strongest inspiration is, your biggest inspiration.
Yeah, I don't want to get anyone in trouble. I
Okay.
don't want to get anyone in trouble.
What does that even mean?
Yeah,
How
what
would
does
you
that
get
mean?
somebody in trouble?
Mine is my girlfriend. Mine is my girlfriend.
Oh.
We talk about this all the time.
Jules.
We do this all the time. Like it's not a cop out. I literally Jules can say this. I talk
Oh,
about
it's
this
funny
like,
because
literally
Jules
all
said
the
it.
Jules said it was her mom.
Yeah, no, it's funny because Jules said her mother.
Oh.
You said her.
That's okay. That's fine. Jules' mom is cool. That's fine. But like, I talk to Jules about this all the time. Like, everything I'm doing in life, I'm gonna get a little bit deep here for a second. I've gone through some shit, and I've also been able to do a lot of really, really cool things in my life. Everything I've ever wanted to do from like a career and life-wise, I've done. And I want to do now everything and that I possibly can for the people close to me to be able to do the same thing for them. And I want to be able to do that for Jules because like, I'm obviously not going to go into details, but she's had a tough life.
Jules, thank you
In
for
her
the
life.
Twitch sub. Sorry.
There's an ad break while Curry's giving his fucking speech, so she can't hear it.
I didn't mean to. It's on auto, man. Like I wasn't trying to do it on purpose. That would have been
actually
criminal.
so
If
funny.
imagine I ran the ad, like you're gonna go into something deep, and I go, you know what? Fucking yeah, this is great. People will stick
This is
around
a
for this
great
ad. I'll tell you that
time.
much.
Perfect time. No, but like I, even though I've had ups and downs in my life, I know she's had way more, and I want to be able to make sure that she's able to follow her dreams of becoming a vet, and everything I do in life is to make sure that she's comfortable and that we're gonna be comfortable and that we're gonna be able to live a happy life together. So that's my inspiration, and that's why I'm so unsure about a lot of things like content creation and stuff, because that's so unsure. That's such a thing you're not able to control. So I can't guarantee that I'm giving her that, right? But you know, if I was doing design, like maybe I could. I don't know. It's a weird thing. So that's why I was like unsure about other things. But that is my biggest inspiration to make our life in the future better by making her life better now.
I've said in the past when people have asked me who they think my biggest inspiration is, obviously, my mom's a massive inspiration for me. She's gone through a lot, and I know that she's a very powerful woman, my grandma as well. But this is going to sound fucking horrid. Pretty much, the reason that I've got through as much shit as I have in my life, and I've pushed myself, is only me. My parents have never been pushy parents. I've never really had any expectations. My mom would have been proud of me if I was fucking working a till in Tesco. And she's proud of me now when I'm not, I don't even have a job. But I went to the best uni in the world and I got a degree. And I think that the only reason that I was able to do that is kind of myself. So as much as it sounds like I'm crazy dick riding my own dick by saying that I'm probably my own motivation, but like, I have many inspiration, but I don't think I couldn't attribute my success to one particular person apart from myself.
Yeah, I just don't know if I can choose like one person either. I think the obvious answer for a lot of people would just be like their parents, because they've just been in their life for like the most amount of time. My parents were like pretty against content at the start, and they've like more warmed up to it. And Maz has always been supportive, but I just don't think I could choose like one person.
Hi. So I was on Agree, and then I kind of agree with mine. I think there's too many to name. Obviously, my parents, they pushed me to, you know, kind of do the best and like life and have like, you know, they weren't like, there's like obviously a stereotype with South Asian parents and Asian parents, like, you gotta be a doctor, you gotta be a lawyer, like whatever. And they weren't like that, which is great. But they were very much like, hey, like, you know, you gotta push yourself and try to be successful and like, you know, all that jazz, which is good. And you know, in other aspects of my life, like my AP Gov teacher in high school, she's the reason I was able to like, I organized protests with like 500, 600 people at like city halls and like city centers and stuff like that. But I was able to give like public speeches in front of like 100 people, and that's like a passion I got now. And like I spoke at my high school graduation, for example, and like that was really cool, and I was able to do that because of her. If we're talking like day to day, like Vivian inspires me to be the best I can be, because like I just want to live up to how amazing she is. There we go, Vivian. You have my Venmo. There is one video that I can point out that is why I have become a streamer. The reason I have started streaming back in late 2020 was donating to small streamers if they answer my questions.
So you just went live to try and
would
snipe?
Come into my stream and offer me $1,000
Wow.
to answer a question.
Well, the only reason I started streaming was because I found out what Twitch Prime was, and I was like, well, I have Prime, my mom has Prime, Lauren has Prime, my stepdad has Prime. That's like $10 a month. I don't even have to do any work for it. I just like stream. I just stream my video games and I get some free money. Like, it's not the same exact thing, but it's pretty damn similar. Like, we're on the same vibe there.
And the reason I have continued is because I was going through some shit, just like personally, early 2022, and like streaming felt more of an obligation. And then at some point I was like, maybe I switch things up. I'm gonna host a Jeopardy. And the response to that was like, because no one really knew me in the community. Like, I had my own corner, but that wasn't really like, I didn't interact with HBG communities and stuff like that. You didn't know me at that point.
I watched the Jeopardy.
Like, we weren't friends. That's the first thing you watched me. But I have a Google Doc with a screenshot of this tweet that has inspired me. That kind of inspired me to keep going when I felt like shit. And it was genuinely the most entertaining thing I've watched in MCSR since BTRL. Comma, you killed it and could not stop laughing the entire time. And chat, that was my first ever interaction with @RealCurry on Twitter.
Wow, that's really sweet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
So
that's really cute.
And I thought that was cool. And then, you know, I kept hosting events and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, this is sick. And then now I'm still in the community. So,
yippee!
oh, it's your fault I'm still here, Curry. So I'm
Thank
sure you're going
God.
to regret that.
12-year-old me would be proud of where I am in life.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So this is the world's most boring question. All right,
Bro,
good job,
we
guys.
all
at
content
some
creators.
point
Do you
play
think they'd be
video
pissed
games,
off?
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. I just thought it would be a nice thing to think about.
I think about it a lot, honestly.
You,
like I
you
think
want
about
my
it a lot.
answer? I have a girlfriend and I play video games still. Like 12-year-old me is fucking thrilled.
I
Yeah.
feel like we all would say the same thing.
Yeah, actually, every single one of us would say those exact words, I think. I have a girlfriend and I play video games still. That's
Yeah.
that's it. Good fucking good question. All right, nice one, guys. There we go. People deserve second chances.
Damn.
All right. Shall we converse?
Guys, pre-context, racism is bad, and things like that are bad.
So yes, obviously, I think it's very blatant.
I just think it's important to preface
Certain
that, that's
people
all.
do not deserve second chances.
I'm pretty. I would say like I'm not even that lenient. I would say like I'm not even that super lenient. But I think like if the correct actions are taken and the correct time has passed and the correct whatever, like the correct actions and accordance and education and whatever in any issue at all, like I think it can be redeemable. I would say like 50 to 75% of the time. Most times second chances are pretty worth it at some point ever. That's my take.
I feel like we all have very similar.
I feel like we're all gonna have similar ones to that.
My thought is that, and I'm not saying this is a 100% foolproof, waterproof tight scenario, but if somebody hasn't harmed someone permanently, they deserve a second chance, in my opinion. And in some cases, even in then they do. But that's where I would put the general line. It's not free, and depending on the contingents, depending on what they did, they need to show proof that they can't just say they've changed or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of situations, and it's so much of it depends on like the context and where you are or whatever. Like if someone types a slur in my Twitch chat, I will not unban them for their second chance. But if then they DM me or a mod like a year or two later, potentially, like I don't necessarily see an issue with that. I think that harm thing is like not a pretty good way to look at it. Like if you drop an MF IRL, like you're not getting a second chance. I don't think ever, right? But if you like just fuck something up, like and you were just like you didn't know, or like you didn't know it would affect somebody as much as it did, or you're like, I feel like a lot of people are potentially like willing to put in the change if they have like the guidance as to, like why something is wrong and how to do better.
Not everyone can be the perfect person always. I mean, you're not all me, so.
That's true.
Well,
actually, how much did you lose in poker like 2 days ago?
Hey! I am the best friend out of the people in this group.
Fuck it, like I'm confident in myself as a friend.
We'll start with fine.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? I just don't like. I'm so bad at reaching out to people, bro. Like even my fucking like parents, dude. Like it's just like something I'm bad at. I feel like you inherently like. I join like group calls for friend stuff a lot, and like I will respond to somebody if they message me, but like other than like Mads, I do not like message anybody like first, like ever, and I just don't know why I don't do it. I just don't do it. So that's why I feel like I'm a bad friend.
Oh,
it's because I will not like initiate anything. I'll be there, you know what I mean? Like I'll be chilling. But I just, I do not message first for things at all, like individually. I don't know why. I just don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
makes sense. Yeah. I would probably say I'm in a pretty similar boat. I'm most of the time just usually busy doing something else, and I think that's cope a hell of a lot of the time. Like, I think it's more I'm busy thinking I should be doing something else and then not doing that, but then also not messaging my friends either. Like, I do have time for a lot of people, but I feel like I don't give it up as easily as I should. And I also don't check in on my friends as much as I want to. And I know that some people in this group do that more than others. But being honest, I don't know if any of us can consider ourselves amazing at like outreach and such. Some are definitely better than others, though. Not naming names.
Oh, I'm gonna name names.
Okay,
I'm
great.
gonna name names.
It's on you.
Hi. So, I don't think I'm the best friend. I don't think I think I'm in disagree because like I try. Like I've had other friend groups where I've fallen out because like Fine says like reaching out can be difficult and like kind of knowing how to handle certain people and things like that. But I feel like within HBG especially, like I'm really happy to have this group of friends, and it's one of the like friend groups that I have in my life that I just like know is always gonna be there for me. Like I could message Fulham, and if there was like an actual emergency for some reason where I needed Fulham in the US, like he would be here in 48 hours. And I have no doubt in my mind about that. I do have to say I think the best friend is Poundy, which I think is correct.
Aww.
Because he does do the outreach the best, and he is the most adult in my opinion out of any of us. So
Yeah.
he's good at doing
I
the
couldn't
right things
disagree
and
with
keeping
that.
us accountable.
I couldn't disagree with that.
Yeah, so
Why
I
not,
think
Daddy?
I think it is kind of fair that Poundy is over there. He knows it. I can't count how many times that Poundy has messaged me about something and I just don't respond for like a day and a half because I'm just doing something else.
Yeah.
But I know that he's gonna be there for me, which is really nice. And I should respond more and I should do more outreach. And I've tried to do that a little bit. But Poundy is the unequivocated goat of that.
And to the man himself.
Like, I feel bad. Like, I don't want to be like, yo, I'm just like a great, like, but like, I just try to like be there for people and like, put that effort. And like, I totally get why, some people, it's hard for some people, but like, I'm always trying to like reach out for people and like be empathetic and just like, but just like in general, like, I don't know, for example, I reached out to Fine and Curry after the 100K like loss in the end. And I was like, hey, like, I just want to make sure they're okay. Fine was like, yeah, why the fuck are you reaching out to me? I'm goated. I'm Feinberg.
There's no way.
I know.
He actually said, "Who are you again?"
Basically, I'm Feinberg. But like, like I don't know. I just like checking in. I like making sure my friends are okay, and like, I like making up events, and I like making sure that we're all like staying in touch, or like if I haven't heard from somebody in a while. And I'm not saying I'm perfect at it. But like I'll definitely, and sometimes I feel bad because I'm definitely like just spamming people's messages and Curry won't respond. If I ask Curry a question, I know I will need to wait till that motherfucker goes live for him to answer.
Okay, that's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
He reads his chat more than our
That's
DM.
wild.
But yeah, I don't know if I'm like the best friend in the world. I just try to be good, and I like to think I'm doing an okay job at it.
Unbanning calculators was good for the speedrunning community. You can't even see this. Pancake's gone. Pancake's out of here, bro.
I would like the record to state that Feinberg is in strongly disagree and President Poundcake is in strongly agree, and that should say everything we needed.
Let's start with the person that's most opinionated.
Hi. Oh, okay,
Hi.
Okay. Actually, listen, I know I'm being a little bossy. Can I hear Poundy's reasoning?
Oh my
'Cause
god. Okay.
He feels so strongly about it, and he should know so much about Minecraft speedrunning if he has such a strong opinion about it. So I would imagine that this is a top runner who is very qualified to give his opinion. I'm waiting.
I think that the disagreement partially is are calcs bad or are calcs good, and I'm not gonna change anyone's mind on that. That's done and dusted. I think they're fine, and I understand people think they're not okay. The question about it being bad for the community is, I think all the things that are bad with the community, in my opinion, like macros and all that weird shit, is not directly associated with calculators, and I think that is going to be part of the reason they think it's bad. I just think it's separate. I think Ninja Bay as an isolated thing, I don't think there's really a slippery slope there of like this caused this and this and this. I think calculus are just fine.
Curry, take the stage.
I think
Back
me and
this
Feinberg
shit up.
are in the same camp for different.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, what's up? I think Fine's gonna talk about it more from a top runner perspective. I'm gonna talk more about it from like an accessibility perspective. If I was wanting to get into speedrunning and I personally had to download a calculator to do that, I would be instantly turned off because it's not like you're just not playing Minecraft. That's not what you're doing. You're not playing Minecraft. You're having something else do it for you. Which, by the way, the calculator itself, Ninja Brain is a fucking Ninja Brain is a fucking genius. The fact that it works as smoothly as it does is like insane. It is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. But I can't get behind it from an accessibility standpoint. It's just bad for the growth of the game. It's just horrible. You could make the thing like, oh, it makes the game easier for new runners. That doesn't matter. The easiness does not equal accessibility because you should be able to, if you want it, it's a skill thing. And that's where I will transfer it to Feinberg, who is very skillful and will explain the skillful parts.
Oh wow, it is so fun to remove an entire skill of an entire major split of the game because people fucking suck at Minecraft
the biggest
and are
split.
big pussy at learning. So fun! Let's remove the skill! Yeah! Oh my god, like it makes no sense. It's never made sense. It never made sense ever. And now it's like, oh, we've removed the skill a little bit with like perfect. Like we've morphed the skill and fucked it a little bit, sure. And then we get to calc and it's like, fine, it's fully gone. And now we're at calc 1.0 and now we're at, oh my god, now we're at calc 1.4. We're at calc 1.4. Do you understand? You don't need to know what direction to go to the stronghold. Just
it's insane.
F3C. You don't need to remember where your portal is. Just F3C. You don't need to learn
Let's go.
travel ring. Like
That's
what's
not
ring
calculated
points,
then,
Couriway?
okay.
You know? Yes, you do, because you're a fucking gangster. Does anybody
Yes!
else know? Nobody else knows. Because, oh, I'm at 8,200 in the nether. Let's F3C on the ground. Oh, bad blind travel coordinates at 400 blocks away and negative 47 degrees, and you'll be there. Like, fuck off. You have to learn nothing. An entire skill decimated because people are shit at Minecraft, and it's frustrating. And it's frustrating. And now we're stuck because we've been this way for 3 years, and we're stuck. Just learn. Learn one thing. Throw one eye, move over, throw another one. It's not that fucking hard. Oh no, I have to add 4 numbers in my head. Oh, fuck, I can't do it. Let's use a calculator that does 8,000 things more.
Okay, Feinberg, and I agree. I appreciate your imaginary argument, but I'm gonna give you something real. I'm gonna tell you something real.
Okay, this is about to be.
That's a
Is your sub
real
12
thing.
real?
Yes, I will give you a real answer. Yes, I'll give you the.
Imagine there is a
Aerial view is
second grader who only knows addition, and they are dying. They are they an anvil fell on them, and they only have 2 weeks to live.
Right.
And the last thing they want to do is get a legitimate Minecraft speedrunning PB, but they constantly hit 2K blinds. They want to sub 10 or else they die. They want to sub 10 or else they die. If, they get
if there's anybody single digit age that has a sub 10, I'll give them $10,000.
Well, they constantly get 5-minute blinds, like sub 5 blinds, but they just fail the triangulation split because they can't do math. They can't do math. And that's what they can't do divisions.
They can't read a 5-line chart. They can't.
They don't have a
Poundcake's ass
account
right now.
No, it's just
bro,
like
the Earth would explode, and Fine would say this is because of calculators.
I would say that actually. I would say that.
Yeah.
Chat, type 1 if you think second graders should be allowed to live. Type 1.
2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2.
Alright, so I guess we just agree to disagree on this one.
Hold on, what's your take? What's your take, man?
Oh, dude,
Why
my
even
take
agree?
really does not matter. It's like, like, yeah, cool, man. Calculator, kind of impressive. It makes speedruns go really quick. It's
Oh
cool
my
to
God,
see.
this
That's
guy-
like
this
it.
guy likes-
Are we done yapping about calcs?
Yeah, probably.
Are we
Probably.
happy?
I'll never be happy, but I'm happy with the question.
I believe that I will still be in this community in 5 years' time.
Where the fuck are me and Feinberg going, bro?
I need money.
Curry, I feel like your answer's obvious, but I will talk to you about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be here for a while. I've kind of my entire life I enjoy doing the thing that I like, and I will keep doing it for a while, whether that's food, whether that's anything. So I like doing this, and I've enjoyed doing it, playing Minecraft in general for 10 years, so I will probably keep enjoying playing Minecraft in like 10 years.
Fine, same question to you, but again, kind of a...
It's my job. I play this game 18 hours a day. You can ask the next person. It's just...
Yeah, makes sense.
You know me.
All right. I mean, for me, I've been in the community for, what, 4 years now, right? It was 2020 that we all that I started. So it's almost 4 years, and I don't see... I see myself speedrunning less. I've speedrun less this year than I have in, 2024. But I can't see me never doing this again. And, Ranked has improved my want to play speedrunning and want to be involved in this community. But equally, I'm really enjoying the more kind of widespread stuff that is speedrunning adjacent. Blazing Caves is still speedrunning, but kind of a little bit detached. It's not directly MCSR. I think it's a little bit off. But also those kind of big projects and stuff, like the Million Melons thing that we did with Parker, I thought that was one of the most fun and enjoyable times that I've had in a while, and it's a big community thing. And I think that that's the sort of thing that I might pivot towards. But also, in 5 years' time, I'm going to be 27. I might be a fucking dad. Who knows? Yeah, anything could happen. I could have a massive job. I could have a house. I could, be... MCSL is not on my mind. I don't want to be in the strongly agree, but I think I think it's more likely than not that I will be part of this community.
I'll
Okay,
do it.
do you want to talk?
I think I don't see myself speedrunning in 5 years. I still have motivation, but my motivation is my sources of motivation are siphoning away a decent amount, and I still have some left. And if the question was 2 years, I'd be on a strongly agree. But 5 years, no. Will I still be watching Feinberg and?
That's a really good point. I'm never gonna stop watching Curry and Fine because they're still gonna be live pretty much every day in 5 years' time. So actually, I think I might move forward a little bit more to the agree side.
I am gonna accidentally throw a hammer at Couriway's wrist in 3 years, so we'll see. I don't know if that's true.
Interesting. Okay.
Definitely watching Feinberg. Definitely still chatting. I don't see myself changing, but I didn't see myself changing 5 years ago, and I'm different now, so who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I see myself in the community. I don't see myself speedrunning.
Makes sense.
I do see myself streaming, if that helps.
Oh, okay. Different games and stuff?
Maybe still Minecraft, but not
Hermitcraft.
not speedrunning. I got invited to Hermitcraft, but then I can't think of a joke. Move on.
Nice.
I believe I truly have free will.
Ain't no way there's a god out there telling me to fucking meow and call people daddy for bits, bro. There's no way.
Where are we? Let's go to Pound because he's the most agreeing right now. He fell off goddamn stage. Give me your reasoning. You think you've got free will?
Yeah. You know what? Fucking clip it. I think if you think everything is predetermined, you're fucking avoiding responsibility for your own actions and for what you can control.
I'm telling you, bro. They've got magnets in the roulette wheel, man. It's predetermined. They know what number they're spinning.
I think everyone has free will. I don't see any motherfucker out there, whether it's God or fucking Sheldon from the Big Band or whoever fucking all-powerful motherfucker, who can create me? Who can create me? No one. There's no motherfucker
When a mommy and a daddy love each other very much.
Okay. All right, yeah. But there's no motherfuckers out there that could fucking code up a soul and have it be me. All right, maybe I'm a bug. All right, but I don't think any.
Bro,
there's no all power. We control our own
he'd
actions.
an
We
April
control our
Fool
path in life.
snapshot, bro. He'd have got down April Fool, man.
And I'm not saying everything is in our control, but our choices, our abilities, what we, set forth to do in life, that's on us.
Yeah, I feel like the only actual argument against free will is that everything is physics-wise determined or something, or all the a hydrogen and an oxygen will always react the same way, and our brain is just all these little silly atoms, so it should just always work. It should just once it happens, it should just happen. You know what I mean? I don't like that argument at all because 2 reasons. One, it just doesn't make any fucking sense because I can just drop my phone on the ground and then like I can pick it up whenever, you know what I mean? Like I can just do things, right? Like you can just move
Yeah,
shit.
it's not all free will though, man. Like my electrons could like vibe over
and then
to
I feel like we just don't understand like the brain well enough to even like have a correct answer. You know what I mean? There's just no way. Like from the like I feel like there's like it's just not an understood part of life.
I'm not particularly religious or faithful or anything like that. I just kind of vibe and see what happens. I think it'd be hype as hell that there would be something that would kind of have control over the future, I guess. But also it would be really fucked up and I would hate it entirely. It would be like interesting to find that out, but I just don't think that would be the case. And I do think we can truly do whatever we put our minds to. I don't think I can because I'm a lazy motherfucker. But you know, that's something completely different. That's just my lack of motivation. And Curry.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm still a little slow on this one. I'm like still trying to figure out
The fact that you've never thought about it is good.
Probably means
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. No,
Like,
I
just don't think it's worth to like spend a ton of time thinking about it because it's not like you can change the.
Yeah, like,
true.
My thought is like I feel like I have free will to do whatever I like want. I feel like there's probably some situations where people with like a traumatic upbringing probably have their brain developed in a different way where they might not have the same type of free will that we have, and that's like why I'm not in strongly agree because
Interesting.
people have like but I don't even know if that's like even in the same context.
I know what you mean, like whether that's actually really free will or if that's just I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like I don't really know, but like my thought is like if someone just gets completely like fucked over when they're a child, like that's not their fault. They didn't have anything to do with that, and they can't do anything with it. So that's why I'm not in strongly agree. But I feel like 99.999% of the time I'm like, yeah, what you guys are saying makes sense.
I am out of touch with the real world.
Why am I always the last to move? You guys are so fast, and I'm sitting here thinking.
Because you're out of touch, bro.
Poundcake, we're gonna come to you first.
I think that I am in touch in the world, and this might get slight bit political, but I'll try to avoid any. Like,
oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's what I was like. This is a good one to end on.
I've just always enjoyed like I've never been super restrictive in a mindset until like I learn about it. Like when I was like, I don't know, fucking like 8 and I didn't know gay people existed. I was like, I don't fucking care, you know? And then I learned about it. Like
did I know gay people existed before I was 8? I
really
think I probably did, but I'm
It's
gonna
like
just
when I turned 10 and learned that gay
you
people.
know, it might have been sooner than 8. I'm just
it was just an example. Okay, sorry. Okay,
but I'm just
I
like
apologize.
always like, and then like I did like like eventually I was just like open-minded, and I think I'm just very open-minded. I'm always willing to learn. I'm always willing to be wrong. And like even on like a local level, like I I do things. I go to a lot of events. I've gone to like protests. I've led protests. I go outside in general, even like in a non-political sense. I like meet a lot of new people. I talk to a lot of new people. I keep updated with current events. I like, I'm not really scared of doing new things, which is, again, a lot of times it ends up me looking foolish or saying foolish things, but I think it does help me in this specific sense where I kind of have a sense of where the world is at and like what's going on and like things like that.
I am going to steal the mic next because I basically completely agree with everything that Poundcake said, and I have put myself here still. I think that I go outside quite a lot. I meet with my friends quite a lot. I do quite normal things that a 22-year-old in general would normally do. I go partying, I go clubbing, I play video games, I like sports, I do all of the kind of I feel like I'm very generic guy in the grand scheme of things, but the way that those sort of things happen is completely different to how 90% of the world does the same thing. And I think even though I'm doing the same actions, it's not in the same way. Like, you know, fucking the last time I went clubbing, I did it in front of 3,000 people on a live stream. Like, why the fuck did I go clubbing with Tubbo while he's live? Like, that was like a wild, stupid experience. Like, when I've gone to, you know, I've been flown out to Amsterdam because I was friends with someone who got invited to a competition. It's like, these things are very out of touch with normal society, because when I go to family gatherings and they say, oh, what are you doing at the moment? I don't say I stream on Twitch. I say I'm taking a year off, because it sounds easier for me to explain that to family and friends than to say, oh, basically, so like once a day I'll go live to like 100 people. They'll watch me and talk to me, and some of them will give me money occasionally. And then like I do that for like 4 hours, and then for the rest of the day I do nothing. It's just really, really weird, and like it feels like antisocial because my friends just don't know that. I feel like I'm a little bit out of touch with the real world, because the issues that affect me are whether Feinberg goes live 15 minutes before I do, versus other people will be like, I have a boss and a job and a 9 to 5, and if I don't get my work done, I'll get fired. Whereas for me, it's like, I just need to time my streams a bit better and start a little bit earlier.
Hello. That was good. I'm kind of in between you and Poundy, but also have other things. Like I agree with Poundy. Like I feel like I'm a person who keeps up with news. I keep up with current events. I feel like I'm a very progressive person in a lot of aspects, if not all aspects. And I think that's why I'm here, because I feel like even though I'm aware of these things, and even though I've done a lot for a lot of great causes through streaming, like, you know, the thing that obviously stands out is the NAF streams that we did, like in the community, obviously the Palestine stuff I did. I've done other charity stuff, and like all these things are for great causes. I'm glad that I can do that as a streamer, but I also still feel out of touch because I'm not there on like the front line, for lack of a better term. The way that I contribute is in a way that is unique, and although beneficial, it does make me feel like I'm out of touch compared to a regular person.
Let's speak to Feinberg.
It's just obvious, bro. Like, I don't go outside. I'm white. I'm a dude. Like, I didn't have to pay for any shit growing up. Like, I'm aware of shit in the world, but not as much as like a majority of other people. I've lived in like one spot only in the US my entire life. I don't know.
I don't think we've really got much to debate about that one. I think we've kind of got our own opinions on it ourselves. All right, great. That's it. That's all she wrote, and I'm very grateful for you guys being here. Cool. Thank you.